Have a look at a GCSE biology question and just think, what are they actually asking for here? Yeah, we've all been there. So today, we're going to pull back the curtain and decode a real higher tier question together. I'm going to walk you through it mark by mark so you can see exactly how to secure every single point. Okay, let's dive right in. We're looking at question 03 from an AQA paper, and it's a real classic. It's got a bit of everything, from comparing cells to the whole cell cycle. And our secret weapon to nail this? The official mark scheme. Think of it as the examiner's answer key. We're going to use it to figure out exactly what they're looking for. So first up, we've got part 1, which is all about spotting similarities and differences between cells. Let's get into it. Right, question 3.1, a nice 2 marker to get us warmed up. The command word is give to, so that's exactly what we're going to do. We need to find 2 things that the simple bacterial cell and the more complex plant and animal cells have in common. So what does the mark scheme say? Well, you've got a few options here. Any 2 from this list will get you the marks. They all have cytoplasm, they all have a cell membrane, and yep, they all have DNA and ribosomes. It's that simple. Just pick the 2 you're most sure about, write them down, and that's 2 marks in the bag. Okay, next question. We've done similarities, so you can probably guess what's coming next. Differences. And pay attention here. This time it's for 3 marks, which means we need to come up with 3 solid points. And again, the mark scheme gives us a whole menu of correct answers. You could say the prokaryotic cell is smaller, that's a big one. You could mention it has no mitochondria or no nucleus, the DNA is just free-floating. Or you could talk about the DNA itself being a single loop, or the fact that prokaryotes have plasmids. Just pick any 3 of those and you've got your 3 marks. All right, let's switch gears. Part 2 is a calculation question. You know, examiners love to throw these in, and often there's a little trick to watch out for. So the question asks for a ratio between the bacterial cell and the mesophyll cell. Now, look closely. Do you spot the trap? It's the units. The bacterium is in micrometers, but the mesophyll cell is in millimeters. If you just jump in and use the numbers 1 and 0.05, you're going to fall right into their trap. So how do we get the marks? First things first, we've got to make the units match. It's usually easiest to convert the bigger unit to the smaller one. So, since there are 1,000 micrometers in a millimeter, 0.05 millimeters becomes 50 micrometers. And get this, you get 1 mark just for showing that conversion. Now that they're both in the same unit, the ratio is super simple. It's 1 to 50. And for that second and final mark, all you need in the answer box is the number 50. It's a pretty simple calculation, but only if you spot that crucial unit conversion first. That's the key. Okay, on to the last part of this question. We're moving away from looking at single cells and diving into the process of how they actually divide. This is all about the cell cycle. Right, another quick 1 marker for us. This is just a recall question. They give you the definition, and you just need to provide the correct biological term. So what do we call the process that makes identical cells for growth and repair? The answer they're looking for in 1 word is mitosis. Simple as that. It's the process happening all over your body right this second. Make sure you get the spelling right, and that's an easy mark. Next up, we need to interpret some data from this diagram. The whole circle represents 1 cell cycle, and they want to know what percentage of time is taken up by stages 2 and 3 combined. So let's have a look at the diagram and do a little counting. If you look at the chart, the whole circle is split into 20 segments. Stage 2 takes up 2 of those segments, and stage 3 takes up 5. So together, that's 7 segments out of a total of 20. And 7 divided by 20 is 0.35. Multiply that by 100, and there's your answer, 35%. And here we are, the grand finale of this question. This one is worth a hefty 4 marks. Now, the key command word is describe. This tells us they don't just want a list, they want an explanation of what actually happens in each of these stages. So let's break down where those 4 marks come from. In stage 1, you can actually get 2 marks. The first is for saying that the DNA or chromosomes replicate. Basically, they make copies of themselves. The second mark is for mentioning that other bits of the cell, like mitochondria and ribosomes, also increase in number. For stage 2, you get 1 mark for describing how the chromosomes are pulled apart to opposite ends of the cell. And that last mark? That's for stage 3, where you explain that the cytoplasm and cell membrane divide to finally form 2 separate cells. 4 clear points, 4 easy marks. So, we've picked apart this entire question. What have we learned? What are the key things to remember that'll help you smash any biology exam? Okay, Here's your cheat sheet for exam success. First, read the numbers. If it says give 2, you give 2, not 1, not 3. Second, for any math question, show your work, especially those sneaky unit conversions. Third, use the right scientific words. It's mitosis, not cell splitting. Fourth, when you see describe, you become a storyteller, explaining each step in order. And finally, use the diagrams. They aren't just there to look pretty, they're full of clues. So, just to finish, think about this for a second. That single question didn't just test your memory. It tested your observation skills, your calculation skills, your ability to interpret data, and your ability to explain a process. It's not just about knowing biology, it's about thinking like a scientist. If you can master these skills, you'll be in a fantastic position to ace your exams.